groundedness in a physical way that works into our nervous system. Just being aware of ground underneath you where you touch that downward energy or your heaviness, your bones. Taking about 10 breaths now that you've settled, cultivating the Ujjayi Pranayama through the nose with sound, even waves. So we actually start to build a sound in the throat, a little constriction. And even just a few rounds in, observing how and why this is called victorious breath, that there's a dynamic aspect to it. It feels powerful. And we're just teaching our brains to connect with that steadiness. Draw your senses inward. Try to focus on just sound. Now let's add bandha work here. So when you breathe in, expand your rib cage. Breathe out, ground into the center line of the body, just toning your navel towards your spine. Try to keep that toning in your low belly as you breathe in again. So you can even take your hands there for a little reference, just touch just below your navel area. So you're breathing above Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. So navel and the pelvic floor. They're connected with each other. Just have another round of breath to explore lightly engaging that subtle core. And then release your hands by your sides and we'll come up into bridge pose. Not your deepest one, but it's a nice way to warm up the body. Press your feet, lift up your hips. Keep your head centered. Keep your arms grounded for this one. There's a little engagement in your glutes, a little squeeze in your bum. Nice grounding into the upper back. Next time you breathe in, lift slightly higher, just kind of float open. Breathe out, keep your bandhas as you come down. And then relax everything, deeply relax all that effort. Breathe in. Breathe out, re-engage, navel towards the spine. And bring your heels towards each other. Maybe touch if they will. So you've got a turn out of the feet. Inhale, lift the hips. Just a little difference there. Use your arms by your sides, or if it feels secure enough, take your arms overhead. And just reach them up. Again, engaging in your glutes to lift. Press your feet. Lengthen your spine. One more breath, lift a little higher. And slowly exhale, come down. And let everything relax. Swing your heels back out, take a breath. Last one. One leg bridge, both sides. Feet in nice and close to the body, a little wide from each other. So you want like the power legs. So press up into the basic form. Press into your right foot. Lift your left leg up with some energy. Point the toes. You might use your arms here. If you don't need your arms, weave and press up. 2 more breaths. Getting properly warmed up now. Arms down, spine down, and release your leg. Other side. I'm finding that if I bring that balancing foot in a little closer to the other one, that is a little bit easier. Come up, press your left foot, reach your right leg up. So you can use your arms, use your core. If you don't need your arms, weave and press up. Just 5 breaths. 3, 4, strength, lift, and carefully release in your own way. Down, all the way out. Draw your knees in. Just reach for your shins, bring them in. Have a moment to do what feels nice in your body here. Some rocking side to side or up and down. You curl your head in towards your knees a bit. And release your head down, nice and centered. Take both knees over to the right side for a twist pose. So it's just starting with a twist under the 2 knees, stack twist. You can do a different one if you prefer. It's your practice, your body. So I'm happy to tell you what comes next, but it's also fine and welcome to customize the practice for yourself. Bring focus up to your heart center as you breathe, letting the chest be expansive in those inhales. And let's do a double in breath and then a nice slow exhale. So inhale, inhale again. Exhale, open your mouth, let it go. That's how we're feeling right now. Come back to center slowly, nice and easy. Remember your attitude of ahimsa, non-harming, compassion. Twist the other side, turn back. So we want to take care of our bodies. This is healing and wellness. Taking care of ourselves as complete beings with yoga. The steady breathing alone creates a calming effect on the nervous system. Let a breath finish, and then we'll do the double inhale, slow exhale through the mouth. Inhale again. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. And once that is complete, come back to center. Stretch out your legs. Cross your right leg over your left. And then bring your torso over towards the left a little bit as well as your legs for banana pose. Arms can be overhead or not. So we're doing a little side body releasing here, a stillness pose. But just let yourself become meditative. Shedding any activity before now or after now, just be now. If it feels okay to bring the arms overhead, you may add that, but if you get any tingling, it's good to listen to that. Your nerves are telling you something's a little pinched. So we're creating a side stretch, flat on our backs. Yin pose, let go of all effort, no bandhas, just be. Be as still as you can for 5 more breaths. As we focus on the breath, we have a sense of a single focus of awareness, single place to place our awareness. And another layer out from that awareness is just enough awareness of our body so we are in a good state. One more. Stretch the breath and release the breath. You know, I like to say slowly out of side bends, but especially take your time, one little thing at a time for that one. Have a moment on your back. And then take your left leg over the right. And we want to bring the legs a bit to the right on the mat and the torso a bit to the right. So we're getting that smile shape like a banana. Arms on the chest, by your sides, or overhead. See if you have a nice intensity of your side stretch and maybe come in slightly deeper or back off if you feel that's the necessary thing. And then rest. Let go. Perhaps trying that light resting half smile, bringing a peacefulness to your face. Perhaps allowing some feelings of joy to arise during the practice. Soften away any concern from your face. And just count about 3 more breaths. Be very still. There's no reason we can't do meditation in different positions. Last round of breath in this shape. Come to center, slow, one little thing at a time. Bring in your knees again. Long neck. Cross your legs like you're in easy pose and reach for your feet if possible. Take a deep breath in. And coming up to your easy pose, you can rock or go to the side. Just try to land right into it. Sometimes economizing our movements can be nice. Just observe all the sensations created by your practice so far. Easy pose. Gently aligned. And let's draw the energy from our roots up to the sky. Just place your hands at your low belly, let your fingers touch. Take a breath there, just letting earth energy have a sense of it drawing up the center line. And then move your hands up around your heart area, the sense of drawing that earth energy up to your heart. And then draw it further still up to your throat. Just that area, be very light. Keep breathing. And then finish by reaching the arms up, the elbows bend, the hands reach open. A joyful movement. Breathe in once more. Breathe out, hands together, down your center line. So touch the top of your head, your third eye, and fold forward. You can go to the floor or just lean forward. Breathing into that central channel. Exhale one more time. And coming on up. Lean back, squeeze in your feet. So our boat practice today is our working on that squeeze, and you see how my feet have learned to curl over time. Curl them in, balance, and lean forward on your feet, rest. Change the cross. Lean back, do the same thing. So you're just trying to bring your feet in. You can use your hands to help guide them into that shape. We're just getting small here, finding balance. And then release your feet down. Keep drawing them back towards your hips. Bring your hands forward. Lean forward. And that is the jump back. So bring your legs back into quarter dog pose on your knees, tucking toes carefully, sink hips way back, slide arms way out, and bow down like that doggy play bow. Settle in, spread your hands. Not trying to hurt the toes here, so you can adjust your hips. You can also let go of the toe tuck. Grounding your forehead, grounding your hands. And then pop up and release your toes, go back down. Go over to the right side with both arms to any degree. Rest your head. Make sure you have enough space, you don't feel claustrophobic. Let your breath have some space. Finish the exhale. Other side, so center. Walk out your arms towards the left. Relax your head down. Breathe 5 times. Waking up that side body of the torso. Releasing it. One more breath out. Inhale, center and tabletop. Try a little pressing into the hands, uplift in the low belly. Tops of the feet grounding. Cow spine, heart and face forward, nose gaze. Strong tummy. Cat spine, really lift your belly up, hips and head down, tuck your head. Twice more each way, so going the movement with the breath. Exhale. One more time. Remember this cow position, we use this in our half lift. It's always a good variety for downward or upward dog if you need it. And exhale, drop and round. Come to downward dog, first one. Pick up and reset hands if needed. Take 5 breaths. Low belly flies up, and that's where our awareness is. So look up between your legs as far as that's comfortable. And meditate upon your belly center. Feel the strength in your shoulders, and your chest, and your sides, your legs, your hands. Everything working together. Last time, breath out. See if your heels can come down a little bit. Bend your knees. Get into that spring position. Shift your hands forward. Next time you breathe in, straighten out your legs, step or hop, and come into that standing cow half lift. Slowly breathe out and come to forward fold. Try to keep weight in the balls of your feet. So it can be tempting to really go into the heels here. Keep breathing. Feel that calmness wash over you. Weight in the balls of the feet. When you breathe in next, stand up. Enjoy the process. Give your knees a little bend. Press your feet. Rise. And align yourself. So yoga teaches us to stand with postural awareness. And we're not overly stiff, but we're very intentional. So give yourself a moment to stand with intention. Arrive on your feet. Navel towards the spine, lightly toning your center. Surya Namaskar. First breath, let your hands come together, reach your arms up, shoulders down. Inhaling. Exhale, hands do whatever as you come down to your shins, feet or floor, and fold in, curl in. Press your arms straight, belly strong, half lift. Keep the low belly lifting as you take your right leg back. Have a moment to find your high lunge. Settling into it. And then opening out to high lunge twist, which ultimately is a side plank variation. So open hand, press it, reach the arm up. Whole body supports the shape. One more breath, try to feel some invigoration from the shape. Exhale, unwind, and take your leg back. Plank pose, both arms shift side to side, belly strong, knees down if you need them. So you don't want to strain your low back. Just focus on that front body strength. Upward facing dog project. Knees down where they are, arms strong and straight. Ease your belly forward. So keep your knees down. Make sure you have enough space between your knees and your hands for your spine. Try a little tail tuck energy. Lift out of your shoulders, so press your hands. And then if you'd like to lift up your knees, you may try that. Downward gaze, just one more breath, not an easy pose. Exhale, table. And then into down dog or quarter dog. So if you really want to let your wrists and hands rest, go low. Or come up and see how much weight you can take out of your hands in downward dog this time. Weight back into the legs. Your exhales give you that sense of anchoring the low belly. Use that to lengthen your spine. Bring your hips over your feet more. Head releasing here. Last breath, be still. Keep the uplift for your right leg stepping forward, high lunge, other side. A moment to find your way in, to settle. Make sure your hand is spreading and open out. 2. Last breath. Use the exhale to unwind your twist. Inhale, press your back foot, step forward and half lift. Forward fold, release your spine completely. Press your feet, rise, reach. Exhale, soften your feet, rest into your heart center. Lift your elbows, take a free breath. Increasing our vital energy with our practice. Bend your knees, reach your arms, just one breath, Utkatasana. Exhale to forward fold. Take your time. Halfway lift, so we're trying to match the movement with the breath. Exhale, left leg back first to Anjaneyasana. Back knee down. Come up. Place your hands on your front knee. Settle. Bring your knee forward towards your toes if you like. You can bring your hands to the floor, reach into the sky, or stay in the middle today. A little tail tuck energy. Just trying to bring that into certain parts of our practice. Just nothing might really move, but consider that idea. Exhale once more. Inhale, coming up. Turn out your toes and your knee for lizard lunge. So we're going to come in between, inside the leg with both hands, arms strong and straight. So your back knee can stay down or not. You could do a little movement to explore the shape first. Just look for interesting sensations, releasing. You can lower down to your forearms if you like. So find a place where you can hang and take 5 more breaths. Always feel free to reset your back kneecap by pressing your foot, lift it up, set it back down. Letting our yoga practice give us nice upper body strength. One more breath. Exhale, complete. Transition slowly, that's a deep stretch to Hanuman's pose. So bring your right arm outside your right leg and bow forward. Draw back on your toes. It's okay if your knee bends. Just let your hands rest or use them for support. Make space for an inhale. Come up a little bit. Exhale, fold all the way in. Where is that place today? Rest into it. And then rise up, release your leg. Draw it back, other side. Anjaneyasana first. Low lunge. Bring your knee towards your toes. This creates a little back bend, so we try a little tail tuck energy. And 1. 3. Building your steadiness.
That would be including.
1 more exhale in that shape. And release your knee back over your ankle. Come on the inside. Turn out the toes and knee. Have a moment or two to explore that lizard lunge shape. Just really check in with your hips. And maybe reset your back kneecap. So we want as much ease as we possibly can. So use the open hands. Let the weight of the body fall through all the limbs. Hold it in a place that feels sweet in your body. Two more breaths. Working deeply but respectfully. Last exhale. Come out, take your time. Draw your belly back, straighten your leg. Come to Hanuman's pose. Draw back your toes, fold forward. Make sure you release your head down so your neck is released here. You might feel those big, strong muscles across the back of the body. Releasing tension. Keeping your leg and foot activated helps you stretch deeply in a protected way. One more time, release your breath. Slide your heel back. Upward dog. Take your time, inhale, find the shape. Exhale, flip your feet, hips up. Maybe walk in a bit and then 5 breaths, down dog. Taking any excess effort out of your hands. The heel of the hands is where most of the weight is. If you press your fingertips all into the earth, you'll wake up the hands, the springs of the hands a little bit, if that feels nice. Shoulders rolling out. Last time. Bring yourself forward in your own way. Step forward. Feet hip distance, 5 breaths, and you're standing forward fold. Really want to let your chin move towards your chest, tuck it. Find nice uplift in your low belly. Just do it your own favorite way for today. Last exhale. Take your hands up to your center, to your waist. Press your feet, rise up. Finish with a reach up. And exhale, rest down into your heart center, elbows up. Take a free breath, just taking in that Surya, that sun energy. Exhale, navel towards the spine. So that's our sun center in our bodies is our 3rd chakra, that golden center. Stepping your feet a little bit wider on your mat for a standing side bend. That's a little deeper than we usually go. So we want to come right over to the side. Just go down your right leg. The other arm goes up and bends the elbow overhead. So explore. Don't go to a point where it's terrible because you need to be here for 5 breaths. So just the right amount of side. And I had us anchor the belly first. Try to create peace where you can. Working deeply, but compassionately. 4 and 5. Strong. Exhale, navel to the spine. Keep that strong as you come up carefully and slowly. Reverse out. Have a moment just to diffuse because that's a deep standing pose. Then other side, slide your arm down your body. Don't press strongly into your knee from the side, but try to be above or below or spread your hand. And then add this upper arm, elbow bent, just the right amount of depth. You can feel the strength of your side. One more breath. Exhale, complete, navel in. Use that centering to help you come up carefully, release out. Let everything relax. Just feel it. And give your knees a bend and step out to the side on your mat with the right foot turning out 45 degrees. So that side lunge position where your knee comes towards your toes. Take that hand behind your skull. Swing your left toes towards the wall behind. Work the other way, and then put up your strap side hand. Hold steady. Ubhaya Mudra, fearlessness, protection. Concentrate on holding these actions. One more breath. And then let them all release. For the other side, find that 45-degree angle of the knee towards the toes. Stand up tall, hand behind skull. Other toes swing towards the 90 degrees to the side. Hand up, fingers up. Press both feet. Fourth breath. Gazing at that steady hand gesture. And exhale for 5. Release your arms. Goddess pose. So we have both feet turned out 45. Sinking down the center line. Nice and upright. Have a moment just to find your balance. Find that centering. Scoop your right elbow under your left. And wrap your hands together or hug your shoulders. Hips low, elbows up. Open feet, trust them. Little squeeze in your glutes. Last breath. Exhale, go low. Press the feet. Straight legs, reach out arms, star pose. And down the other side, center for the other side. Left elbow under, hug or wrap. 5 breaths, gently lift your elbows, lower your hips. One point of concentration. Everything is this pose. Exhale again. Unwind it, release it up into star. Grounded and light all at once. And then release down your arms. Turn your right leg all the way out to the side for triangle position. Angling in your back foot. Let's just head over and down into the shape. Take the top arm with the palm facing back. Bend your elbow and just slide behind you. Encourage your heart opening in this shape today. Radiate from your belly center, lengthen your neck. One more deep breath. Gratitude on that last exhale. Thank you for what you taught me today. Inhale up. Thank you for any benefits, for strength, balance, over and downs. Our whole practice can include some gratitude moments. Top arm reaches and then bends at the elbow. Just rest it into your back body and try to turn your ribs and your face a little skyward.
So you mean how long can you take that?
The openness in the feet means there's openness in the knees. And use your next breath in to come on up. And work your way back to the top third of your mat. Warrior A position, right leg back, big step back, low in that lunge. Doing the humble warrior today. So we're square to the front, knee over ankle, wave your fingers behind your back. Long spine, breathe in, stretch your chest, draw your arms away, and carefully bow inside your front knee. So I just brought my back foot in a little bit to help me go forward. And then take your arms away if it feels good. You can rest on your front leg. Keep the shoulders soft. One more breath. Gently deepen, feel complete. Use inhale energy to rise out, stretch your arms again. Open out to warrior B. Have a moment to refine into that shape. Float the arms, hips turn to the side. And a little tail tuck, and try reverse with a little tail tuck. Your own favorite way. See if that brings a little more freedom into your back bends. Last breath. And release. Humble warrior Move your fingers the other way if you can, if that's okay with your body. Bow in, release your arms away. Try to share the work with both feet, both legs. One harmony. One more breath. Inhale energy to come up. And straighten out your leg, release your arms. Open to side warrior B position. Knee centers over ankle. Turn your head to the front. Arms float. Five, exhale, and reverse warrior, 5 breaths. And exhale, let go of these actions. Please just to turn the feet so they face the same way. Press into them so you come out safely. Top of mat or next to a wall for one standing balance pose. So I'm trying to do some different variations of poses today. So this one, it's like we do a dancer with the knee down, but we're gonna have the knee up. So trying to catch your ankle. One leg hero pose balance. So definitely get a wall if that feels like that's going to be really hard for you. Touch a piece of furniture. And the other arm can go straight up or touch the wall if you need it. Being open to new things. flexible in that way. Let it teach you something for one more breath. And then let it be. Taking the other leg. So all of our balancing techniques of that really focused mind, focused eyes, steady breath. Catch your ankle, move your knee so it lifts up. So hero pose where we sit with the legs folded, other arm up or on the support. For 1. 4, and one more breath. Exhale, let be. Time to come to the earth. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, take your time. Forward fold. Pass through again. Half lift. Go back. Knees down. Come to belly. Take your arms overhead. Have a moment to ground yourself. Let your chest rest into the earth. Let your arms, the fronts of your legs and feet. And reach your right arm and left leg away from each other. Keep your neck neutral. Last breath. Reach and relax. Other side, 5. Opposite reaching, trying to be long. One more breath. Lengthen and lift. And relax. Come to your side body. Just roll to your side and support your head. Find balance for a moment. You can use your other hand in front of your belly for that. Just find your balance. And then bending your top knee. So you bring your heel towards your hip and reach back and catch your ankle or foot. And then rest. Just letting the weight of the ankle press into the hand. It creates a light half back bend, half bow. Head relaxes. Deeply immersed in your practice. Once you figure out where you are, just relax into each pose. Breathe deeply one more time. And release to the other side. So just enjoy this process. Come through belly, ground. Support your head, balance on your side. Stack your legs. When you're ready, bend your knee, heel towards the hip. Reach your top arm and take that ankle or foot and let your foot rest into your hand. Opening that front line of the body, the psoas line. Last time, enjoy a slow breath. Remember that peaceful face idea as we come into our finishing side of our practice. Release your belly. Use a little baby cobra here, legs together, hands by your chest, elbows in. Try first to engage your bandhas, so your low belly towards your spine, a little uplift in the pelvic floor. This is deep internal work. A little tail tucking addition, and then inhale, lift your chest. Softly breathe. Last breath. And release down. Press hands forward and down. Peel up your belly. Come back to your favorite child's pose. You can do that wide child's pose and up a twist. Kind of center first, ground. Take your left hand and slide it under your right arm. And your other hand under your head if you need a little support there. So not trying to get claustrophobic here. Give yourself space. Your hips can be up instead of down. Rest. Notice the breath. Stretch out and slow down. Let it. You can still be even waves of breath. Just longer ones. Last one. And exhale. Breathing, coming up. Sit back on the heels. And to the other side. Letting needle kind of movement. Some support for your head with your other hand if you need it. Make sure everything's okay. And then you can adjust during that thing. It's okay if things challenge your body. It's okay if things challenge your brain. Fun and meeting challenges. And stretch out the back just one more time. Return to center. And coming through to sit down, so you can reverse that jump back that we did earlier, like crossing the ankles. And you could lean and pull your ribs through, or you can just get back from there. Take your right leg out, activate it, and let your left leg open to the side. Shavasana. Let's do that little twist today. So reach up and twist to face your straight leg. Exhale. Going down. Maybe draw back on your toes. Rest your head towards your knees. Last time. When an exhale is complete, rise up with your inhale and change to the other side. And leg coming towards 90 degrees across the floor. Twisted version where we reach out and there's a little bit of a twist to face the straight leg, breathe out and down. Catch your leg or foot and fold forward. Just the right amount. Positive, but as deep as it feels good for your body too. One more breath out. Take your time with it. Inhale and you can just cross that pose off your list for today. That feeling of getting things done is nice. Let's take the legs out straight and then coming to our backs. So Paschimottanasana, both legs straight. Try a little tail tuck and listen today. Maybe bend your knees. And to this pose on your backs, or you can stop with legs up in the air. So you'll come down carefully and resist. Reach your hands out, reach your head forward. So we use everything we can to slow down, use your bandhas. And then ultimately, gravity helps us roll back. Slide in your heels, find center on your back again. Then lift up your feet and legs, draw them towards you. So you might stop there with your pelvis pretty much on the ground. Make sure your head is centered. And if you like, just draw on your ankles to lift your hips more. Coming into a plow or an upside down version of Western stretch. Round your upper back, back of skull. One more deep breath. And then let your spine and hips come down. Keep your legs up. Leave your hands behind your skull. Take your right elbow towards your left knee. Release down. Other side. So just a light reaching up. And these are nice and efficient because you can't use your psoas muscle in this position. So we have to use our abdominal muscles to come up. One more each way. Use the support of your head, it's fine. Release your hands, bring in your knees. Nice lengthen the low back. Come into Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees apart. So this can create a big lift in the low back. So you can ground that by tucking your tail under a little bit, or by lifting up and sliding the flesh of your seat down a little bit to ground your low back. So take care of that. The heels touch, but the rest just opens. You may support where your hands feel good right now. Still in our active practice, just quiet. Experience the expansive quality of the in-breath in the shape and the out-breath in the shape. And then let your legs stretch out one at a time so they release from the center. The arms do the same. First, let's weave behind the skull once more. Draw your elbows together. Just chin towards the chest. Traction your neck. Lengthen the back of your head and neck. And then carefully place that important object back down and release your arms away and open. Deep breath into the whole being, whole body. Open your mouth, let it gush out. Sense of relief and calmness in the exhale. Just let your body rest. Let your breath come into its own natural balance. Rest in this bliss for the good of the whole world. try to observe if there's anything that's still gripping, and just let everything go. Releasing really gradually from this pose today. So don't change anything yet, but just have that information that we're finishing. So that we begin to observe the body once again, to connect the mind with the body by wiggling your fingers. Just a little wiggle. Feel the amazing energy in your hands. Also wiggle your toes. They might automatically wiggle as well. Just let them wiggle. Sense their temperature far away from your face. Now you just feel if they're warm or cold. And then everything's still again. Swallow to release your throat. Just notice that whole process. Slide your arms up alongside of your ears. Reach down through your toes and legs. This is a good wake-up maneuver here. So we give a little bit of energizing with this. Reach one more time. And then relax the arms and legs back down, all the way to softness again. Roll to your right side or your left. Roll over. Rest for a moment. Support your head, bend in your knees. And then your lower body is heavy and it's already on the floor, so the top hand just gives that initial push, and the other hand joins, and we can come up into our seated position. For finishing, we have time for some pranayama. So tuck yourself into your favorite shape for today. A little half lotus. You're working on that recently. If you want to try it, it's okay. Whatever easy pose is for you, that's the one you want. Gently sitting tall, aware of your central channel. Bandhas lightly engaged, navel towards the spine. Nadi Shodhana, balancing breath. You can do it without your hands, or take your dominant hand, letting the fingers rest on one side and the thumb on the other. So super easy hand position. Be light with your nose. Gently close the left side and breathe in from the right. The other hand is resting, or you can take a gesture if you like. Exhale left side, so lightly close the right. Inhale from the left. Stretch your breath and exhale to the right side. One more time in this direction. Go slowly, a little bit at a time. Exhale slowly as well. And you can tell yourself that it's okay when you feel like it might be getting a little intense. Say it's okay. There's that emptiness. Let's release the hand for a moment. Just feel that right to left side, the sun channel. And then going the other way, starting by closing the right side. Inhale from the left. Exhale to the right. Right inhale. Left exhale. Last one. Finishing to the right. Release your hands from any doing for a moment. Just breathe through both sides a few times. Present with the energy of the practice, both the uplift and the calming. And come into your heart center for a moment. Inhale deeply. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. Take a little time to transition if you have it. Just keep the benefits of your practice with you as you move about in the world.